So, I don't know if you saw my last video or not. Regardless of which, I just wanted to share a little bit more about my struggle and the vulnerability that I feel around that. I've had a really, really successful business career. It's been incredible. Um, I own $2 million in real estate. I sold my business to a nightclub and helped them launch a new location. Um, I have met with just incredible people in the business world. And for a long time, I just think that like everything was really easy. And in the last year, I really dedicated myself to um, Reiki and doing Reiki full time and energy healing and working with men in their businesses and sort of consulting with my friends and family and how I can help improve their lives. And to be honest, it feels a little bit inauthentic and it feels a little bit like just like I'm not really qualified and that I don't really have the skill set to actually do what it takes to be this person that I thought I was or that I think I am still. And so it's been a really big struggle this year. It's really like invoked a lot of low self-esteem and I've really been feeling pretty shitty about myself. I've had really low confidence and it's been hard for me to show up on social media. And because of that, I've been feeling like I don't have a voice and like I'm a little bit of a coward for not being able to show up with the consistency that it takes to actually be successful. And um, I this morning I really felt like that kind of flipped and that I like felt really empowered. And then I just got home like from this meditation with my teacher. And I felt like all that just like disappeared the second I got home. I had this plan to do this amazing video on here and to go on Instagram Live and etc. And I just like all that confidence just left. And it's kind of like how I've been feeling for the past few months. And what's really interesting is that I'm realizing that maybe actually um I have lower self-esteem and that I don't perceive myself as highly as I actually thought I did. And the amount of money and the amount of success that I've made and I've had in business has really been like a way of for me to like not deal with the fact that this is happening. And so like the fact that like I don't have the success and I don't have all these like external things, and furthermore I also like now that I am where I'm at, there's a lot more money coming out than is coming in right now. And so, like, my insecurity is really activated around potentially losing my homes and foreclosing and going into bankruptcy. And so that's really alive. That's really active for me. And it's been really in my face and really consistent. And I'm fucking really scared, dude. I'm really, really afraid that that could happen. And it's kind of put me in this like analysis paralysis, trying to figure out what to do. And for all throughout my whole career, my whole life, I always felt like the next step was always so obvious. And so just like, you know, I always had like such a clear plan and a clear like point of execution. And like I like with the things that I've taken on and like, the mission that I'm on, the next step isn't so clear. It's not so cut and dry. It's not so like obvious as to like what is the next step? What do I do? How do I move from here? And ultimately, like I said, that's really been causing all of this low self-esteem and insecurity to surface and be really, really alive. And so, um, Yeah, and like I'm really like I feel like I'm finally like getting to the point where that's really, really shifting. I mean, like I said, even this morning, I was feeling so good. I journaled all this stuff that, like, I wanted to talk about and how I'm going to execute. And like, it's interesting that, like, how quickly that, like, faded. And, maybe it just is a sign that I'm not quite ready for all of it, right? I'm not quite ready, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. It was maybe bothering me a little bit, like just before I came on here, but like a part of where I'm realizing I'm really like blocked and would like to open myself is in my throat center and in this like energy center. So this is big, for me to come on here and like just clear the blocks. That's really, I'm just doing the work and I just want to do the work. And um, I hope that you can like relate to that and relate to like, you know, basically, as this self-esteem issue has been coming up and arising, like it's really caused me to work on my self-esteem and the way that I actually relate to myself and the way that I actually perceive myself. And so, um, like like I didn't realize how much of that I was masking through like this like drive and ambition and this like desire and these goals. And so yeah, I just like and like, oh, that's where I was going is that um the this is my 13th day now without consuming cannabis. I I was completely sober for about 3 or 4 years. And like ever since COVID had been on like a slow, steady decline back into like pretty frequent cannabis use. And it kind of like climaxed a couple weeks ago. I kind of broke down and I had a really, really bad like just breakdown. I was broken. I mean, I really was feeling really shitty. I like have suffered from allergies my whole life, and my allergy attacks were just like so vicious. And I mean, I've known for a while that my allergies are like somewhat correlated to the amount of cannabis I'm consuming. And so that was really like a big push that got me to stop consuming cannabis. And um it's been really good. It's been really good. And I'm feeling like it's been really necessary for me to get to where I want to go next and to address like I just really gotta like hold myself in high esteem if this is what I want to do, if I want to like coach people into alignment with themselves and their souls and help them solve their business issues and coach them into a high level performing entrepreneur, like I have to be that myself. And it's so interesting because like I said, I've had all this success in business. I own $2 million in real estate. I've sold companies. I've been a part of major business deals. And like, I didn't think that at this point in my life, I would be feeling so unqualified and so like doubting myself. And yeah, so that's just where I'm at. And it's just like something that I'm working on. I'm working really hard on it. And, uh, it's really, really starting to click and shift. So I'm really happy about that. I know that this transmission is coming off as like a little bit maybe melancholy, but it's just real. So I hope that you can relate to this and I hope that this helps you. I hope that it inspires you. Um, because I'm really looking at bankruptcy and foreclosure and my like just like I have like $7 or $8,000 a month in just mortgages right now and just like servicing the debt on the like assets that I own. and it's a lot of money to come out of pocket every month. So um, I'm still awaiting my first long-term rental check from my tenants. So that's really good. And I know that when I get that, I'm gonna be feeling good. I'm actually turning the barn space into an asset. So I'm gonna have a new tenant moving in there as well. And that'll cover 80% of my monthly overhead. So I feel very confident that once that happens, I'm gonna like some more things are gonna start to click, and I'm gonna feel more confident about where I am and what I'm doing, and I'm gonna feel less overwhelmed by the amount of money that's coming out every month because there's gonna be a lot more coming in just on a passive basis instead of like me having to go out and earn it every single dollar. And like I made a lot of risky choices, and this is like me just having to deal with the choices that I've made. And I really didn't think it was going to be this difficult. So yeah. Uh, anyway, I'll see you soon.